Welcome back to my easy computer class. In the last video we studied about tokens. In this video we will study about type conversion. We know we have different types of data types. What are they? Last video we studied that one, primitive and non-primitive data types. And in the case of primitive data types we have 8 different types. Then we can convert one type to another type. If you want, we can convert one from one type to another type. Okay, let's study different ways to convert that one type to another type. Okay, shall we? Okay, first we will study what is meant by an arithmetic expression in Java. Do you know? It's a combination of variables, constants and arithmetic operators. There is an example. See, some variables are here and constants also there and arithmetic operators also there. This is called the arithmetic expression, the combination of variables, constants and arithmetic operators. Okay. And arithmetic expression is divided into two. What are they? First one is pure arithmetic expression and the second one is impure or mixed arithmetic expression. What is the meaning of this pure and impure? What's the difference? See, when you are using, in the case of Java, if you are using the same data type in one expression, that type expression is called a pure arithmetic expression. Same data type. And if you are using different data types, that type arithmetic expressions are called impure or mixed arithmetic expressions. This is the difference between this pure and impure. In the case of pure, we are using same data type. In the case of impure, we are using different type of data types. Okay. I think you all know when you are doing an arithmetic problem, if you are working with a real and a whole number, what will be the resultant type? We know definitely it must be a real number. Okay, like that way we are also working with the different types of data types in Java. At that time we need to convert one type from one type to another type. Okay, like that situation, how Java will help you. That is what is called the type conversion. If you want to convert one type to another type, it is also possible in Java. Sometimes it may be happen automatically. Sometimes we need to convert it. Okay. Then that is called a type conversion. We will study about this one. What is meant by type conversion? There are two types type conversion. First one is implicit conversion and the second one is explicit conversion. Okay. What is meant by implicit conversion? The resultant of a mixed expression is obtained in the highermost data type of the variables without any intervention of the user. That means here there is an example. First variable data type is int and second variable data type is float and third one also float data type. There are two different data types and when you operate this float with int with a float, I want to operate this int with a float. When you operate one int data type with or any other data type with another data type, the higher resultant must be the highermost data type. Here when we operate one whole number data type with a integer data type with a real data type, the resultant must be a real data type. Both data types memory size are same here because int memory size is 4 and float memory size is also 4. But when you operate with one whole integer number data type and real number data type, the resultant must be a real data type. We know when we operate with when we work with a mathematical expression, we know if I multiply 5 into 0.5, what will be the output? It must be a real number, decimal number, because always it will be happen like this. When you operate with this whole number with a real number, the answer must be like this. Okay, that means in the case of Java, when you operate with the two different data type, the resultant must be the highermost data type. Here another case, when we operate with one real and integer, the resultant must be real type. Okay, and if we want to convert one small type to higher type, then the resultant must be higher type. Okay, no problem. Automatically it will happen. That type is called the implicit conversion. That means the resultant of a mixed expression is obtained in the highermost data type of the variables without any intervention of the user. Automatically it will happen. That type is called the implicit conversion. And in the case of explicit conversion, what is meant by explicit conversion? We want to convert one's big data type to small data type. Then that time we need to say which data type you need to convert. That you should say. Like that data type is called, like that type conversion is known as explicit conversion. Okay. The data gets converted to a type as per user's choice and requirements. Here, when we operate one int data type and one float data type and one more double data type is there. And I operate this int with the double. The resultant must be double because double is highest one. But I want to convert this one into float data type. How can I do? With the help of this one, I can do, how can I do this one? You have to write which data type you need to convert. That you have to write in one bracket. Okay? Then only you can convert. The resultant here, the resultant must be, because this one is int and this one is double. The resultant must be double. But if you want to convert that one into a float data type, you have to write like this. Float within bracket. Which data type you need to convert? That data type we have to specify here with a bracket. You can convert that one into this data type. That type conversion is known as explicit conversion. That means the data gets converted to a type as per user's choice. That is important. And requirements. Here without user's intervention, but here with the user's intervention. That's the difference between these two types. You all understood this one? I will explain with the help of some problems also. This one we can do some problems. Always they are public examination, they were asking about this type conversion and the different types of type conversion. And listen carefully, if there is a bracket, that type is known as, simply we can identify this one. Explicit conversion, there must be a bracket. But in the case of implicit conversion, there is no brackets. I think that is the simplest way we can understand whether it is an explicit conversion or it is a implicit conversion. I think you all understood about this one. Okay. Let's consider one example. State the value of n and ch. Char c is equal to, within single inverted comma, capital A. Into n is equal to c plus 1 semicolon, char ch is equal to char of n. How can I find out the values of n and ch? Here n is equal to c plus 1. That means here we know c is a character type variable and n is an integer type variable. And character type variable occupies 2 bytes memory and integer type variables occupies 4 byte memory. When you operate with a character and integer, it must be converted into integer. Okay. Then when you operate with this one, c plus 1 means it will take the equivalent ASCII code value of that particular character and it will apply here. That value will apply here. We already studied what are the different types of ASCII code, what are the equivalent ASCII code values of letters. If you don't know, please watch my previous video. I already explained in my previous videos. One of the previous videos I explained about this ASCII code value. If you want, you can watch that one. Okay. Then what are they? A to Z, capital A to Z represents 65 to 90 ASCII code numbers. Small letter A to Z represents 97 to 122. Okay. Then you have to find out the equivalent ASCII code value like this. You have to write like this. Then you will get a equivalent ASCII code value. Then you have to write the equivalent ASCII code value here. Then only you can solve this problem. Okay. I will apply the equivalent value of A is equal to 65. That means 65 plus 1 you will get a 66. After that, we need to find out the value of CH also. How can you find out the value of CH? Have to convert the value of N to character. Equivalent character of 66 we can find out from here. B, capital B. Okay. Understood all of you? How can you identify the data type here? N, the data type of N is equal to int. Then it must be a number. But the data type of CH is equal to char. Then it must be a letter. You have to find out like this. Understood all of you? Okay, I think you all understood this one. The second question, if I had given like this, capital J. And here I have given 5. Then how can you find out? See, the same way, find out the equivalent. First you have to write the up to Z. Then only you can easily find out the value of ASCII code equivalent of this particular character. Here the equivalent ASCII code value of J is equal to 74. That means N is equal to 74 plus 5 here. That is equal to 79. And CH equivalent character of 79 is equal to capital O. Okay. Then you will get the answer. I think you all understood this one. This is very simple. But if you should study about this ASCII code, then only you can find out this problem. Otherwise, how can you find out? First, you have to calculate whether, see, first you have to count the letter like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This J is the 10th letter that you know, and you have to add like this with the 64, you have to add a 10. Then you will get a 74. Easily we can find out the equivalent ASCII code. If you know the letters number, okay, then only you can find out this one. Otherwise, you have to write like this, then you can find out the values. I think you all understood about this one. If it is a small number, how can you find out? We will start from 97. Okay, like this way, small letter also have to write A is equal to 97, B is equal to 98, up to like this way, small letter Z is equal to 122. Then you can easily find out whether if the values are small letters, you can easily find out the problem or solve the problem. I think you all understood. Consider one more question. What are the type of casting shown in the following example? Type of casting means a type conversion. Double x is equal to 15.2, int a is equal to 12. And first question here, they had given two variables and two types conversion they had given. You have to identify the type of conversion. Into y is equal to int of x. We know x, the data type of x is a double, and they converted by users intervention. They convert this x to int data type with the bracket. They had given the data type in bracket. This type conversion is known as, we studied, what is that? You say, what is answer? First one, explicit conversion. Which type? X. If there is a data type in bracket, it must be explicit conversion. Okay. Okay. And the second type, see, long B is equal to A. We know the data type of A is int. This 4 byte memory. It has 4 byte memory. And here that variable is equated into a long data type variable. And long data type contains 8 byte memory. We can easily convert that small to big size. And this one is automatically happen because there is no brackets and all. This is known as implicit conversion. Without the user's intervention, automatically happen. Type conversion is known as implicit conversion. I told you we can easily identify these things with the help of brackets. If there is any brackets, this is okay, here there is a bracket, that is that type conversion is called explicit conversion. If there is no brackets, we can say this is an implicit conversion. I think you all understood about this problem. This is very important when you are working with the Java and related. This is related to type conversion. I have to study about that. What is meant by type conversion and what are the different types of type conversion also. That also important. And this is very helpful for you when you are attending the exam related to Java. Like this question also will come. I will give some more problems to solve for you. Okay. If you like this one, share to others. If you want to get my previous videos, please subscribe my channel. If you want to get my next video, enable that bell button. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. We will meet in the next video. Bye bye.